Hi guys, whoops. Welcome back to Highland Handmade Crafts. So yeah, we're on another Froggy Friday. I don't really have that big of a plan for this. I'm just gonna wing it this time. But I do have a roundabout idea of what I'm doing. So we'll see if it works. If you don't know what Froggy Friday is, it is a collaboration that was started by Lisa from Girl in the Garage and Karen from Dragon's Cave, and it was also joined by Lula from Nerd Goblin Art and Tim, the base resonator, and Gertie from Gert's Crafts. And many other people now as well, so it's very popular, this collaboration. So if you want to see everybody else's creations, if you just go down below into the playlist linked in my description, you'll be able to see everybody else's creations, and I would recommend you go and see them because honestly there are some wonderful artists in there and they're very creative, and it's not always resin, you know? We've had all sorts of different artists join us in this collaboration. So it's not always resin. So if resin's not tickling your fancy at the moment, then please go and have a look at the playlist because there might be something there for you. Let me go and mix up some resin because I finally got some more stock in, and we'll start on this. Be right back. Okay, so here I am just pouring some Diction 4-hour fast cure, and I'm putting some of my green aurora powder and a little bit of glow in the dark powder in. So the plan is I am going to do that little frog in this colour, and I am going to be putting that in the bigger frog with some really dark blue. I don't know whether to call them stones or whether to call them glass. I think they're stones. So yeah, I've got some dark blue stones that I got from Hobbycraft. It's a store in the UK that sells all sorts of crafts and everything, and they're quite good. Here I get one of my new moulds that I am using, well, I want to use for making little jars, little potion jars. I didn't quite know how, like, these went together at first. I thought I knew, but it turns out I got it wrong. I do actually need to put these together and clip them together to make sure that the resin doesn't leak out. So I pour that resin back in and I decide to go for another mould. I go for my new Intoresin moulds, and I think I've got a couple of birds in there as well. So yeah, I just used all that resin up in other moulds that I've already got laying around. So yeah, that was the first step, and then I came back later on and I started putting the dark blue stones in, along with the frog. I did use UV resin at first to stick the frog down, make sure it didn't move or float or do what it usually did. And yeah, it turned out okay. I mean, I could have done better with a few things, but all in all, it came out pretty nicely. I also got some blue aurora powder and just sprinkled it into the feet and a bit into the belly of the frog where all the stones were going to be, in the frog as well. I don't think you can see that in the finished product on the belly, but you can definitely see it in the toes. And the glow in the dark really works. I mean, wait till the end of the video and you'll see how good it worked. But yeah, that's pretty much what my plan is here. So yeah, this is all the extra resin that I had left over. So, and I'm just making sure there's no bubbles, because within 2 resin molds you can't actually spray alcohol on them. I did spray a little bit around the outside of that turtle mold, and the resin. I'm not going to do that too often, probably never again actually. I'm just going to use that Q-tip. But yeah, I think I managed to get all the bubbles out of those, so it worked really well. Within 2 resin molds you can't use alcohol on these. The silicone is way too delicate and your molds aren't going to last as long. So yeah, if you've got any in 2 resin molds, please don't use alcohol on them. It does wear them out a lot faster. So here I am, I'm just putting some UV resin into that frog and just making a clear layer at the bottom. I did accidentally overcook it a little bit. It did smoke a little bit, but yeah, it did its job. That new torch I've got there is really quite powerful. Now, I was trying to avoid it getting into the head, but with this frog mold, it is impossible to do that when you're putting a clear layer on. So I just gave up, allowed it to go into the head, and I then realised I forgot to put the eyes in. So luckily, I did manage to get the eyes in without doing any damage to the clear layer at the bottom. So yeah, I did this frog a bit backwards. But yeah, I did manage to get them all in. And yeah, so I will just leave you to watch this bit, and I will be back for the demoulding of the green frog. So I'll see you in a little while. Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, let's see if these are cured. They seem to be. Let's see if they can unmold. That sound, guys. I shouldn't be handling this with my hands. I keep forgetting. Get some gloves on. I'm actually really excited to demold this one because it's my brand new mold and I've not used it yet. Okay, let's see how this looks. I hope we've not got any bubbles. That is amazing. Look how sparkly that is. It's so pretty. That is just, this is my other one. It's very see-through. That's okay though. So these have got a bit of, oh yeah, there you are. Bit of glow-in-the-dark powder in them. So in a minute, I'm going to charge them up. We're going to see if this has all worked. Right, I think I can take my gloves off now. I'll use them for my next layer for my frog. Yeah, I totally did the frog backwards today. I totally forgot to put the glass eyes in. So yeah, that was a bit harder than should have been, but I managed it. Just hope that UV resin stays in when I put the next layer in. So these are the little extras that I had. I did try and do these, but I think you need to put them together to make them properly. And I don't have any clips, and I didn't realise you needed clips to hold those together. I thought they were whole, so I'm going to need to invest in some clips. Some, what they're called, alligator clips, are they called? Crocodile clips, one of the two. Come on, little bird. Phew, little bird. And the best bit about this is there's absolutely no bubbles. Well, except for that one in the beak, but other than that, there's hardly any bubbles. I'm really pleased with that, considering this is fast cure as well. This one I didn't get to fill up all the way, so there is a bit of a lip on the bottom. Still came out alright though, I think. Bubble in the beak there. But other than that, it came out pretty good. I think that's it other than the frog. There's bubbles under his chin. That's okay though. We're not going to, in fact, we're definitely not going to be able to see the chin once I've done what I want to do with him. A bit of unmixed going the dark powder there, but yeah, excuse me. Okay, let's see what these look like charged up. My light's dying, it needs charging. Just want to see if this actually like comes through, because I did only put like a really small amount in, so just want to see if it actually charges up. And it's got aurora powders in as well, so I'm not sure how it's going to look in the dark, that is. Right, let's see if that's done anything. Let me turn, I don't know if you'll see anything because it's not quite dark enough yet. Just turn my lights off. No, it's not quite dark enough yet. I might have to bring you back later, or maybe show you on the end results, but yeah, they came out really nice. I love the colour, like it's like a minty colour almost. So yeah, what we're going to do now is this little frog hopefully is going to fit in here like that, which it looks like it's going to do. So yeah, it looks like it's going to work. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this exactly, because I do have an idea of what I want. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure it out. I think I might just put a bit more clear in just to stabilise the frog, but yeah, it's moving around quite a lot in there. But yeah, let me put it on, because you see, I don't really want a clear head, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but yeah, let me think about it, and I'll bring you back in a minute. You know what? I think I'm going to just stabilise it with a bit of UV resin. That's what I'm going to do. I know I said I was going to love you and leave you for a minute, but I think I've got an idea. So let's see if it'll work. Might have to use my other torch though, because this one's needing charging. You just plug it in. Okay, where have I got a space? I'm sorry if you can see my head. Okay, where's the charging point? There it is. I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself right now. I do that often. Some people think I should be taken to the loony bin, but hey, my allergies, honestly. Right, so let's see if this is going to work. I'm just going to move this in the middle here. I hope you guys can still see. I think you can. So yeah, I don't want any clear in the head, so that's why I'm propping it up a little bit. But I do want that frog to stabilise, so I'm just going to get my UV resin. I've not got much left actually of this particular bottle. I'm hoping, just let it pool a little bit, I can stabilise it. Right, let's see if that does anything. I'm just going to make sure that frog is really in that puddle there. This torch isn't as powerful as the other one, so don't know how effective this is going to be. Might have to wait till the other one's charged. Just going to lift it up carefully. Yeah, it's still moving about. It's not sticking to, sorry about that. It's not sticking to the surface. Let me see, can I have this on while it's charging? I can, look at that. Let's see if I can bring it. The wire's not very long. I have to, there we go. Let me just check that. See if it's done something. No, it hasn't. I'm not quite sure if the UV resin's actually cured or not yet. Let me just poke it. Yeah, it has, but that bit hasn't. Right, let me see if I can do this again to bring that. Okay, let's see if that's worked. Like I said, that torch is quite powerful, so it shouldn't need much. It's still not sticking to the... Right, let me bring... Sorry, I'm going to have to do this off screen just for a second. Make sure I don't burn my fingers, because honestly this torch is very powerful. Right, let me try that. No, still moving. Right, okay. Let's try this again. Pull a bit more in. Okay. Again, I don't want that going into the head. Right. I'm going to have to take that off charge just for a second. It should have enough charge left in it to do the job. Get a bit wider. Yeah, I can see that working a little bit better. And it looks like I'm going to have a clear head anyway, so I don't think it's going to matter much. Right, let me just... right, that's stuck a bit better now. Let's see. I'll just put it under my jewel lamp for a few minutes and we'll get to the next step after that. So just give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, so I need to apologise to you all for this particular bit. I got a bit carried away when I came back to check on the frog, and yeah, I started it before I pressed record, so I do apologise for that. But all I'm doing is basically putting some clear resin into the frog, and I am just layering some of those blue stones onto the sides and the bottom of the little frog underneath. These stones aren't particularly flat. None of them are. Some of them are still poking up out of the frog's belly, and they stay like that when they've cured. But you know what? I'm gonna think about putting a top layer on anyway, so it's not gonna be a problem. And I thought to myself, do I want clear feet? Do I really want clear feet? And I thought, no, I don't really want clear feet. So what I did was I mixed up some. I keep thinking they're Aurora powders, but now I'm starting to think otherwise. I know, and this is a question that came up on Andy's live on Tuesday. Andy is from Custom Carving and Epoxy UK. That's the one. And he does lives every Tuesday, and this is a question that came up on Tuesday's live, and I always thought I had Aurora powders because that's how these were labelled, but now I'm thinking they're interference powders. I really do, because it's a white colour. So yeah, I'm just sprinkling that onto the frog at this point, and adding a bit into the toes, because it does a really nice effect in clear resin. It really does. I did this in an extra dog mold, that an extra dog I did, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful effect. I'm just going around poking to make sure there's no bubbles in there. So yeah, I did that to the feet, and I'm just doing the extras now. I did have quite a lot of extras on this one, but you know what? I don't care, because I can use those extras for other projects, so it's not going to bother me. So I'm just going to put some music on while I finish off this frog, and I'll see you back at demold. Bye for now. Out in the pond on a lily pad, a frog
waits for his chance. He's waiting to catch his fly. Yum yum, it's time to glide. Time to hop, time to cruise. There is no time to lose. So many chances to choose. Many love my foggy ways. What outfit should I wear today? Will I sparkle? Will I cause trouble? Or maybe change color and wow the creator. It's Foggy Friday after all. In this collaboration there is no loss. Time to hop, time to cruise. There is no time to lose. So many chances to choose. Many love my froggy ways. What outfit should I wear today? Will I sparkle? Will I cause trouble? Or maybe change color and wow the creator? It's Foggy Friday after all. In this collaboration there is no loss. Time to hop, time to cruise. There is no time to lose. So many chances to choose. Many love my froggy ways. What outfit should I wear today? Will it be Micah or does it matter? I can be as funny looking as a clown, or as pretty as the sky when the sun goes down. Froggy Friday, Froggy Friday. Oh, Froggy Friday, Froggy Friday.
Hi guys, welcome back. So I think these have set up now. I'm just going to tidy my workspace a little bit. Oh, where do I start? I think I'll start with the Intoresin ones. Quite cold this morning actually, although it is only 7:30 in the morning, so I'm pretty sure it'll get warmer during the day. Okay, let's have a look at these. So this is with the Aurora powders. I think I will back it in black just to see what sort of effect it has. Oh, that sound, I love it. Look at that, so sparkly. So that's them demolded. Just shift them over here so that they're out of the way. I don't think we've got any bubbles in these ones. I did put them, so yeah. No bubbles in the birds at all, not even in the beak. Well, that bird anyway, we don't know about this bird yet. I've got to demold all these quick clickers. My partner will be starting work soon, so he'll be in here working. This one's a bit harder today. There we go. Sorry I had to do that off camera for a minute. Yeah, no bubbles in this bird either. I love these birds, they're so cute. Okay, let's see what this frog looks like. It's a matte mould, so it doesn't quite have the same finish, but still came out pretty good. No bubbles. I think this resin's done pretty good with the bubbles. I had to get some fast cure resin off of Amazon from Diction, so this isn't my usual apex. So far, it's working pretty well. The spare's a bit hard to demold. Can't quite get it over the head. Hang on a minute. Nearly got it. Gosh, that was a hard one. There's a few bubbles in this one, but they're not really noticeable. I think it's pretty cute. Okay, I can't unmold the snail yet because it's not fully filled up. So let's see what this froggy looks like. Now, the bottom's a bit rough because I did put those blue stones in, but I can give it a bottom layer of resin later. I'm not going to peek. I'll try not to. And get the toesies out. Sorry if I'm doing this off camera. I'm trying to make sure I don't break anything. Okay, I've got some bubbles under the chin there, but they're only micro bubbles. They're not big bubbles, so we're ready. Let's see what it looks like. There's a bubble there, and some bubbles there. But you can still see the little frog inside. Not quite what I had in mind. I should have probably done about maybe 3 layers in that, but you can still see him. Let me just stand up so I can show you properly. It still looks cute though. He's a cute little frog. Those blue stones are beautiful. So this is a glow-in-the-dark frog. In the pictures, I'll turn off the, when it gets dark that is, I'll turn off all the lights and get that charged up, and we'll see what it looks like. The UV resin has cured, but it's left a few patterns on the back. But all in all, it's a cute frog. I like him. I really do. So I'm not going to do anything more to these. Let me just get everybody situated. Yeah, I'm not going to do any more to these. This is the end of the video now, so I just want to thank all of my subscribers, and I want to say hello to all my new subscribers and thank you for subscribing. And I want to thank you for all the comments, all the likes, all the feedback that you guys give me. And yeah, thank you for all your support really, for my channel, for my videos, everything like that. You know, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It's only a click away. It is free, and I have got QR codes throughout the video to, if anybody's watching on TV or anything, then you can subscribe that way just by using your phone. I do have, if you want to support the channel even more, you don't have to, but the option is there. I do have buy me a coffee, and I do have a wish list in my description below, and I also have affiliation links, discount links. You again don't have to use them if you don't want to, but they are there if you do want to use them. And yeah, all of that's down below in the description. So I'm going to say thank you for watching the video, and keep crafting, stay positive. And I don't know if I've said this yet, I've forgotten, but actually I think I said it at the beginning of the video, but I'll say it again. I just want to thank Girl in the Garage Lisa again, and Karen from Dragon's Cave again for allowing me to do Froggy Friday. And just to remind you, there is a playlist down below. Just to go and check out all the artists there, because they are wonderful people. And you know, they're not all just resin. So if resin's not your thing, then maybe go and see what the other artists are doing, because there is clay work sometimes, there is painting, there's all sorts of things. So go and check them out down below. So yeah, that's the end of the video now. So keep crafting, stay positive, and I'll see you tomorrow for Saturday's video. Bye guys.
Let's go into my Highland fells and look in my book of spells, creating wonders in my domain. The resin is calling my name. Ooh. Somewhere in my box of molds is a beauty that will unfold, creating magic with this liquid gold, and I wonder what will demold. Let my head be full of voices